everyone and welcome to today's class on bottom of the pyramid models and frameworks. This is an exciting topic because it explores how businesses can develop innovative products and services that cater to low income populations worldwide, while creating sustainable and profitable business models. As we look deeper, we will discuss several key BOP models and frameworks, such as the BOP innovation model, 4A's framework which we also learned in module 2, inclusive business models, BOP 2.0, business model innovation which is known as BMI, and reverse innovation. Through these frameworks, businesses can rethink their approaches and also understand how to serve the needs of low-income consumers, those at the bottom of the economic pyramid or at the base of the pyramid. We will also explore real-world examples that highlights how companies are putting all these models and frameworks into action. So, let us start with the first model of BOP known as BOP innovation model. The BOP innovation model is one of the most prominent frameworks when discussing BOP markets. It advocates for innovating solutions that are affordable, accessible and scalable for low income communities. This model is grounded in the ideas that businesses can generate social as well as economic impact by designing products or services that address the specific challenges faced by BOP consumers. Key elements of this model are: the first one, affordability. Products should be priced low enough to be within the reach of low income consumer. Second element, accessibility. Businesses must ensure that their products can reach underserved areas which may involve innovative distribution methods. And the third element is scalability. Solutions need to be scalable so that they can grow with increasing demands while maintaining cost efficiency. Let us see some real world example to understand. M-Pesa in Kenya is a fantastic example of BOP innovation model. It is in action where a mobile money service launched by Safaricom in Kenya. In a country where many people live in rural areas with limited access to traditional banking services, M-Pesa has revolutionized how financial transactions are done. By utilizing mobile phones, M-Pesa provides people with the ability to send money, pay bills and even access micro loans, all through a simple text message on mobile. This solution was not only affordable, but it was also scalable, expanding beyond Kenya to other African countries and even into regions like Asia and Europe. M-Pesa's success shows how innovation can empower low-income consumers and provide a sustainable business model for companies operating in underserved markets. Another good example is D-Light, a company which is providing affordable solar lighting products in off-grid areas of Africa and Asia. Their low-cost durable solar lantern replace costly and dangerous kerosene lamps, improving health and also saving money for low-income households. This innovation has benefited over 100 million people and also highlights the potential of affordable, scalable solution for BOP markets. So, that was BOP innovation model. The second model is already covered in module 2 was 4A's framework. It was developed by Dr. C.K. Prahalad. It was a crucial strategic model for serving BOP markets effectively. The 4 A's are affordability, availability, accessibility and awareness. These elements are the building blocks of any successful BOP strategy. So, as we said, the key elements are: first, affordability. Products need to be affordable for BOP consumer. Second, availability. Product must be accessible in areas where traditional distribution network may not exist. Third, acceptability. Product should align with the cultural, social and psychological preferences of low income consumers. And the fourth and the last one is awareness. There must be a focus on educating and informing consumer about the products and their benefits. So, let us see one real world example, which is Unilever's Lifebuoy campaign in India. Unilever's Lifebuoy soap, it was a campaign which is a perfect example of applying 4A's. To make the soap affordable, Unilever repackaged it in small sizes that were priced at a very lower rate. For availability, they developed distribution strategies that reached rural area via local retailers and local distributors. To ensure acceptability, Lifebuoy used culture way relevant hygiene messages and ensured the soap's mild formula aligned with consumer preferences. Finally, they raised awareness through hygiene education programs which emphasize the importance of hand washing for health. As a result, Lifebuoy not only improved public health in rural India but also grew its market share, serving both the social as well as business need. Similarly, Coca-Cola's distribution strategy in rural India is an excellent example for leveraging 4As. By designing small bottle sizes and selling at affordable prices, Coca-Cola was able to reach remote regions where traditional retail chains didn't exist. So, that was the second model, 4S framework. Coming to the third model of BOP, inclusive business model. Inclusive business models are designed to incorporate BOP communities not just as consumer but also as producers, suppliers and distributors. These models aim for shared value, where businesses generate profit while improving the social and economic status of low income communities. Key elements of it is: first, inclusion. Low income populations are involved as active stakeholders in the value chain. They are not just a customer, but they are also stakeholders. Second element, sustainability. Solutions should be sustainable, meaning they do not just provide short term benefit, but also create long lasting positive impact. Third element, collaboration. Working with local governments, NGOs and communities to create scalable inclusive solutions. Some real world example to understand this model can be Grameen Bank in Bangladesh. Grameen Bank, founded by Muhammad Yunus, is the gold standard of inclusive business models. The bank provides microloans to low income individuals, particularly women, to help them start small businesses. This model has empowered millions by offering them access to capital that they would otherwise have been excluded from due to traditional banking systems' rigid structures. Grameen's success in Bangladesh has inspired similar initiatives around the world, helping to lift people out of poverty by creating sustainable business opportunities. Another good example is Nestle. Nestle's Healthy Kids program. This initiative works with farmers in developing countries to increase agricultural productivity while providing local communities with access to healthier, more nutritious food options. By integrating these farmers into Nestle's supply chain, the company is creating shared value benefiting both the local economy and the company's bottom line. Let us see which is the fourth model of BOP, This model is known as BOP 2.0 model. The BOP 2.0 model is a more sophisticated, scalable version of the traditional BOP model. Instead of just focusing on low-cost product, BOP 2.0 emphasizes sustainability, co-creation and shared value. It also focuses on generating larger social impact by addressing key global challenges like healthcare, education and clean energy. Key elements, the first one, co-creation, engaging BOP consumers in the design process to ensure that product meets their actual needs. Second, sustainability, focus on long-term positive impact. Third, scalability, ensuring that solutions are scalable across markets and adaptable to other regions. Some good examples can be Coca-Cola's 5 by 20 program. Coca-Cola's 5 by 20 initiative is a great illustration of BOP 2.0. This program aimed to empower 5 million women entrepreneurs in the company's supply chain by 2020 by offering business training, financial resources and access to Coca-Cola's global supply chain. This program helps to build economic independence for women while expanding Coca-Cola's market base. Similarly, Tata's Nano car, though it didn't meet all its expectation, was another good example of BOP 2.0 thinking. Tata tried to create an affordable, reliable car for India's low-income consumers. Though it struggled with consumer demand and the brand positioning and also the perception which consumer got about its cheap quality, but it was a good attempt. Now let's see fifth model of BOP, Business Model Innovation. We also call it BMY framework. Business model innovation is essential for companies looking to expand into or grow in BOP markets. This framework involves rethinking traditional business models to serve low-income consumers more effectively by leveraging technology, alternative distribution channel and new pricing strategy. Key elements of BMI is first, redesigning value proposition, moving from high cost, high margin products to affordable solutions. Second element, new distribution models, utilizing cost effective channels that can reach underserved population like post, like railway. Then technology integration, using digital platforms, mobile phones and other technology to reduce operational cost. Let's see some good example to understand it. Soko Watch in Kenya. Soko Watch, a mobile platform, connect small retailers in Africa with suppliers, allowing them to order products and receive deliveries without having to deal with middlemen. This platform not only makes products more accessible to low-income communities, but it also helps small businesses to grow, improving their local economies. This is an example of BMI creating new business models that increase value for BOP consumers and businesses alike. Let's see the sixth model of BOP, that is known as reverse innovation model. Reverse innovation involves developing products initially for BOP markets and then expanding them to wealthier markets. This concept flips the traditional approach where innovation starts in developed market and later copied or trickle down to emerging economics. The key element of reverse innovation is first, emerging market focus. Innovations are developed for the needs of low-income consumer. Second element, technology driven, leveraging low-cost, scalable technologies to create affordable solutions. Third element, breaking norms, looking to emerging markets for inspiration rather than established market. Some good example to understand this is GE's portable ultrasound V-Scan. GE Healthcare V-Scan is a portable ultrasound device which was designed to serve low-income healthcare providers in rural areas. Initially developed for emerging markets like India and Africa. This product has since been marketed to developed markets as a more affordable and portable medical tool. So, we can see this product starting from emerging market and then reaching to developed world and making their marks. So, to conclude, BOP models and frameworks offer innovative approaches for businesses to engage with low income populations. By focusing on affordability, accessibility, inclusivity and sustainability, which are commonly in all the models, companies can create mutually beneficial solutions that not only improve the lives or the quality of life for low income communities, but it also opens up new market opportunities for businesses. The frameworks we have explored today, including BOP innovation model, 4S framework, inclusive business model and all others, demonstrate that successful ventures in BOP markets require more than just low cost solutions. They require a holistic approach that combines innovation, inclusivity and long-term sustainability. As we move forward, businesses that embrace these models will not only tap into emerging markets but will also contribute to the global economic development, also to poverty alleviation, whether through reverse innovation or business model innovation. Companies have the potential to transform the way they do business by prioritizing the needs of the most underserved population and also can make profit with that. So, thank you for joining today's session. We will see more concepts of BOP market in the coming sessions. Thank you.